Hello and welcome. I am RPD. The real, the reason why I have the attitude I have today. Well, it's no mystery because a lot of things are getting crazy and people are getting more vicious. I had this growing up as a child. I was bullied as a child. I was beat up as a child by who? Well, the black simps, and being bullied by who? The simps and the black females. I had this happen in high school as well. Me just going there to get my education. Who caused problems the most? The black female and the black male. And now I have this in my adulthood. I can relate. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But the thing is, these beasts won't stop. They won't stop until something happened to them because they so hard to believe that the system and the government can provide them a lifestyle, can do whatever they want to. The gov will tell them that, hey, you know, be this way, do this to this person, do that to that person, and they actually do it. These idiots would actually go and bully somebody else, rob them, kill them, do whatever, all because a TV show, the gov told you what to do, or somebody else that know what they're talking about, go cost you pain and misery and even death in your life. Me personally, I have this attitude because it chases away a lot of the negativity. It chases away danger and it helped me stand my ground. See, JJ Diesel will come on and tell his story, and I'm gonna tell my story on you know who? Black people, especially black women. And I'm gonna put the link in the chat again too. If you want to come on, tell your side of the story. Overall, the biggest problem in my life is black women overall. The simps will follow what these women do. They don't know any better. They was raised that way. Or some of them will make decisions of their own. But overall, it's because they was raised without a father and raised by the single mother or a mother that just want to do evil. Me personally, welcome on JJ Zilza. What's going on, brother?
Hey, bro, how's it going? I'm doing all right, and
It's,
you?
it's going good. It's going good.
That's good. I'm relaxing, man. Crazy day I had yesterday, I tell you. I just put up with way too much of the crap from my neighbors yesterday, and I snapped. Yeah, you're right. These women, you are right. Absolutely crazy predicament. I was in yesterday, and these women are witches. I saw even on the video. I don't remember if it was Dr. BOA or Black Ram 313, they showed a clip of this black woman admitting to being a witch and said there was a bunch of them out there. And I don't think she lied. That's the one time I think a black woman was honest about her wicked self.
Are you breaking up?
I said that's one of the few
You breaking
times I
up?
think. How about now?
I get a
Can
little bit.
you hear me? Okay. Is the volume good?
Yeah, the volume good. You good?
Okay. I said I guess key words they go to try to mess with me, but I'm gonna say it again. Um when she said that, I think that's one of the few times a wicked woman was really honest about herself. Black woman at that.
Yep. Yeah, these women, they don't want to change. They just don't. They want to cause misery and pain and death in a man's life, especially a black man.
Hmm.
All because of history. All because you get free welfare. All because you get food stamps. Now, when the gov turn their back on them and that stuff go away, who would they go to? They would go to the black man.
Well, they'll
They would go to
try.
the black man. Yeah, they won't come to me because I have nothing to do with black women. The majority of them.
Yeah. Well, these condescending demon possessed creatures, well, they just lost my respect, my trust, anything good that I have to offer them. They killed every opportunity to get it
We
from me.
have we have
The
red
vast
pill in the
majority.
wind. Red pill in the wind. What's up, man?
Hey, bro.
Look, my dad taught, like I said, I was raised with both my mother and my father in the same house. My dad taught me that through thick and thin, if you stick with family. Now, family, I'm gonna use the term family
You break
loosely. Oh, sorry, am I breaking up?
you breaking up. Yeah, I
Uh,
don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna use the term
You
family
good?
loose. I'm gonna use the term family use loosely because that family back in his day was a little bit different than family today. Because
Yep.
family will pull you through, and a lot of these single mothers ain't got family, ain't got the family aspect correct of it. You know,
That's part of the problem with the witches I got living next door. Single mom, generational curses, bam, 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 down generational line, bloodline.
yep. And it was started by their grandmothers.
Yep.
It was started by the grandmothers, and when you basically have been taught your whole life to hate men, what do you expect to happen? Honestly,
They'll be
because
they'll be
yep,
cursed because God said there's no place to hate.
right,
There's no good purpose for hate except to hate evil. When you hate another human being for no reason, just because they bought into some lies in this modern day Eve culture and this Eve forbidden modern day forbidden fruit, they're not wise. And Jesus said, if you claim to love me but you hate your brother, then you're a liar in his eyes. And I stand with that.
and the thing is, for me, it's like I'm not even religious, and I don't see the point in hate. And basically, all I see in hate is just basically asking for your health to decline. You
Yeah.
know,
That brings me what you said bring me to say this. Jesus said to hate is like drinking deadly poison and watch the other person die. Now how stupid is that?
yeah, it's cut off your nose to spite your face.
Right.
You know,
And salute to the chat, by the way.
like I said, a lot of people, like I said, a lot of these people, like they come in there and they say, "Oh, y'all just some hateful individual." How many of us got our health? How many of us have our health declining? Very few of us. How many of
A
us
lot.
are huh? The red pill?
A lot. That's mostly men. Mostly men too.
Right, but the thing is, like the ones that actually adopt, that basically accept things for what they are, and just basically focus on themselves, and just basically say, "Hey, I'm not wasting my energy hating on somebody. I'm not wasting my energy being angry anymore. I'm not wasting my energy this, that, and the other. I'm just gonna improve my situation, and anybody who's around me, I'm bringing them with me. You know,
Well, I think we have God's favor now. Every human being that ever lived and living now and ever will live will have issues because this is a fallen form of existence because of the curse, thanks to Eve. Then Adam simped and fell for her lies that the devil lied to Eve about and tricked her into eating the forbidden fruit. And then Adam was weak. Then he simped and so on. Then everything been off the code ever since.
yeah,
Um, and I want to say something about yesterday and what I went through. I was trying to get ready for work yesterday, and I just finally decided I had enough of waking up sneezing, smelling that skunk coming from my neighbor's apartment with my doors and windows closed. I still smell it, and they messing with my mat outside, just doing stuff that just provoked me to anger. And I had a rant outside my door about it, and they opened their door and started cussing and all that stuff. And I was walking downstairs, and the mama, all in my face, got between me and my truck as I was trying to leave. And the daughter got a bat out the car, and that's when I pulled my pistol. They were still running their mouth, but they started backing off and went inside. Then I went back inside and called the police. Now they got my pistol and my shotgun, but I'm free for now. I hope things go well, and I'm supposed to sign an affidavit, but the lady got my handwritten statement from me yesterday, a lady officer, but nobody brought the affidavit that I was supposed to sign, and I diligently want to sign it
don't
because I
expect
want
to
to get.
see your guns. Don't expect to see your guns back.
Well,
I'm actually, or if you do get your guns back, start looking for a new place.
I'm gonna do that regardless. I plan on
Yeah,
doing that regardless, unless they have
right.
to move. The
Like,
steel might want to move because I don't know who they'll put over here by me. Because these slumlords of a landlord. Even the lady downstairs was complaining about the smoke because she let me, she opened her door up and asked me to smell in there, and I smelled. And I said, because I got that, I wanted to do that not only for her sake, but for my sake as evidence. And she said I could use her name because she's moving out, and she said she complained about it herself about
right.
them.
And the
And
people they're gonna replace it with are gonna be worse than the last tenant. You know,
that's what I'm afraid of. Yep,
look how much evil is in this world,
yep.
and it's growing. It's
Like
growing.
wildfire, and they throwing gas on it.
Yep.
The
And it's like,
food throwing gas on wildfire.
right. And I'm just like, I'm pretty sure the people, my next door neighbors, moved over here for the same reason that I did, because it's like I am not. I like I said, I want to get away from these lunatics. I
Yeah,
don't want to be anywhere near them. These Looney Tunes.
yeah.
That's the last things. Like, I'm out here. I got my peace. I got my quiet. Ain't nobody around to piss with me. And it's like the property values are getting ready to go up. Bird up, freaking flipping high. Yeah, them property values where I'm at. The purchase value is going up. It's going to double next year.
Damn.
I'm already set. I'm already good.
Hmm.
Yep,
I don't got
rent
to worry.
rent gonna be going up too.
Yep. For where I was previously, it was $1,000. It was $1,000 a month. Let that sink in. $1,000 a month for a place that's not even on a bus line.
In certain places already like $2,000.
Yep.
So double, that's $4,000 that the idiots that's renting that could be buying a house.
Yep.
But they destroyed the family in this country, and they can't help each other out now. So
And you get
the women are not willing to be on man's program.
and you gotta basically build your family.
Yeah.
Basically, it's one of those patchwork families that people living in. I mean, I'm a part of a patchwork family. You know.
Here's where we're the generation that breaks that mess up and start fresh.
Yep.
God
Like
intended it.
see, you ever heard? I don't know if y'all heard of a patchwork family before. Basically, where you get families from heck, you got families from families from two different cultures in my house. You know,
Hmm.
like there ain't no place for hate in my house or in my household. You know.
Yeah. Blended
Yep.
families.
Yep.
They can
This is
mean
like
different things to different people.
yep. Because what's the point? What is the point in dealing with this? What is the point getting mad at somebody because because you basically because the family the family in a traditional sense, it's done. It's done for right now. It's literally on hold because I ain't got no kids.
Me either. And I'm 43. I'll be 44 in July on the 9th.
Man, it's September on the 1st. I turned 36.
Okay.
36. 36 years
Happy
old. No wife.
anniversary.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
6.
I'm I'm I'm, I'm currently 36.
Yeah. It's like it's if
Happy birthday,
people
bro.
yeah, happy birthday to you. But just think about that. Think about that. I'm 36 years old. I don't have any kids. And the more people that are younger than me, they're the next generation. Hold on, this tap's coming on.
Yeah.
Or tap.
Okay.
But like I'm not on a military base. It's just in the neighborhood. There's a lot of veterans. They play the evening retreat. You know,
Yep.
Yeah.
but this is somebody's playing the evening retreat right there, somewhere over there. But for the thing is like let that sink in. That that there's no family. Like see, the younger the generation, they're looking for the next generation to have kids. You know, they're partly looking for my generation to have children, but they're really looking forward to the next generation to have kids. And when the next generation don't produce what they think the numbers are gonna be, they're gonna start freaking out. Now are we gonna handle it better than Japan? Yeah, we might. They might handle it better than Japan. Try to bring some incentive. But for the most part, guess who they're gonna
Hey guys.
pander to? Yeah. Sigma
You
they're
got Sigma
wrong.
Rod in the building.
Hold on.
What's going on?
But
Yeah,
it's
hey
like
guys.
who are they gonna pander to?
Obviously the black woman.
Yep.
And that's not going to that's not attractive.
It's not
That's repulsive.
right. And it's not just the black woman. They're gonna pander to just women in general.
Yep.
Yep.
They're gonna try to
Because
pander to
that ain't
them.
gonna work.
Right. And the thing is like what they don't understand is you can't
They're
have
doubling
one.
down.
You can't have
They're
one.
doubling down in other words.
Yeah. You can double down all they want, but it still ain't gonna fix the problem. You
That's
can't
right.
have
Nope.
one without the other. You
Right.
can't move the cart. You can't unless you're running gravity powered. You ain't moving the cart without the horse.
Yep.
Nope.
You ain't plowing a field without the plow. You know.
Right.
You can't run the car without gasoline.
Facts.
Right.
You know.
Right.
The bird can't fly without wings.
Facts.
Without the proper wings. You know.
Yep.
Right.
And a cow with no legs is just hamburger meat.
Yep.
You know. Because it ain't it, like I said, what they're gonna pander to is gonna pander to bring to everything that's worthless. So and by the time they figure it out, by the time they start the corrections to try to start the corrections for the next generation, it's gonna be too little, too late.
Yep. I mean, I just turned 28 last
I got
week.
You got
happy belated birthday.
happy
Yeah,
belated
thank you.
birthday. You got
Happy
kids?
belated birthday.
Nope.
You got a girlfriend?
Nope.
My point exactly. Hold on, I got to take this call.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, the topic is the reason why I have the attitude I have today. My
Hey,
take
it's
on
why I
things.
have the attitude as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah, because things are just getting serious, especially with modern women, aka black women. They think they can keep bossing people around and telling people what to do. And men are just standing up and say, you know what, bitch, enough is enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We
And
got to
personally,
outsmart them when
I
it
get
comes to
tired
them
of
trying
it.
to use. We got to outsmart their butts when it comes to them trying to use property violence against us, like these clowns did yesterday toward me.
But
Oh, and I want to say something. She had nerve to say, "Come out, I'm played out." Come out, she don't like. In other words, she don't like black men. And I looked at her. The way she looked like a zombie, a dried up, wrinkled up zombie. Looked like a raisin. She was
uh,
single mother, and she smoking pot, smell like skunk weed. What man in his right mind want to deal with a mouthy uh, uh, witch, ugly witch like that, and
right.
got grown kids in there that are probably first disagreement is the World War III break out. What
Nope.
man in his right mind will put up with that? And,
Exactly.
and and that brings me to say these three powerful quotes. My daddy taught me one when I was a child. And I'm the last child of three. My older brother passed away. My sister's still living though. She's the oldest of the three of us three. And he told me, he said, "I don't fatten frogs for snakes." And then God put two quotes on my mind. One about the non-virtuous woman, and another one. I'm gonna say it first. If it was not for us men, then women would not have a purpose to begin with.
Nope.
Next quote. A non-virtuous woman has about as much value as a wooden penny at best and detrimental at worst. Now, what can you do with it? First of all, what can you do with a wooden penny? What can you buy with it? Nothing.
Nothing.
It can only hold a place as a token of friendship, a memory. But you know, you have to have something to go with that friendship, keep it going.
Yep.
It's about the only thing you can get out of that. But the
Indeed.
detrimental side, that's worse than the wooden penny.
being friends with women is it's just terrible. It's
Yeah,
just terrible. It don't last very long. So
It's
they kill.
worthless.
They kill it, and they want to play demonic manipulative games, trying to get something out of the man. They didn't. They wasn't. In other words, they wasn't in the friendship to be friends. They want to use you,
Yep.
misuse you, like leeches. They got all these old evil sayings, but they only grasping for burnt straws. It ain't getting them nowhere, but deeper and deeper, further and further away from the light. And when they're in the light, they're gonna stumble more in life.
Yep.
They're gonna wind up in a bad place in the afterlife if they keep that up.
Let them go there.
yep. And standing up to women, it just feels good, man. It just
Yeah,
feels good because I myself was bullied as a child by who? Black women. And that continued through my teenhood and now adulthood. It's like these women really just hate our guts.
Right.
Yeah.
The moment you stand up to them, they now want to start causing even more problems.
y'all know
Yep.
something? It's more misandrous women out there than it is misogynist men. I know that
Yep.
for a fact. It's too many
Oh,
damn
I agree.
sets. it's too many damn simps for them to say we hate them.
Yeah.
And I'm not a simp that I don't hate them. I'm indifferent at this point.
Same here. Even I'm merely indifferent towards them.
Yeah. You don't have like any stories Sigma of dealing with black women and arguing with black women?
I've had my stories in my time as a kid. They didn't like my guts either. Went on throughout my childhood, went out throughout my teens, even adulthood. Even some of it is in my family. That's why I don't try to visit them as much.
Yeah. Same here, man.
Yeah,
Same
same
here.
here. Well, we just got to remember, as long as we can have these meetings, we just know we ain't alone in this mess,
Yeah, I know.
and we can, meet and whether online or in person, and come up with ideas to help get through all this stuff, make life better for each other, and or ourselves, and
Yep.
It is,
get
it
close.
is it is slowly it's coming to a point where modern women will get their rights stripped away from them.
Yep.
It's getting to that point.
I
And I'm
think
gonna
so.
be cheering.
That's a time worth celebrating.
Shoot,
You
I'll
know,
get
I'm
a
gonna
Laugh.
phone
celebrate
book
when
for
it
that.
happens.
I think it's already started when they took the deletion right to delete babies away from them in a lot of places.
No. I think it's when no fault divorce. I think that's when it will happen.
Oh,
Roe
when they
v.
take
Wade
that.
was just an appetizer.
Hmm.
Overall, too, I got to tell you what happened Saturday because my roommate he almost legally blind, so
What happened?
his brother took him to choir rehearsal, and nobody told him that they were going to have a choir rehearsal at church. So he called one of the church members to pick him up. He didn't wait on church member. Two black random ladies picked him up, came back to my place. They got out the car. I was like, who the hell is this?
Hmm.
Oh, he live here. He live with us. I said, yeah, he's my roommate. He live here with me. Oh, thank God. One of them, the driver, she opened her mouth. Her teeth completely stained, completely blacked. Other one got out the car. She went one of those do-rag things, and she hiding her hair, kind of like completely bald. She tried to come up to my door. I put my hand like, oh, you can't come in here. Oh, thank God somebody here. Blah, blah, blah. You know how black woman is.
Yeah,
So I just
nosy.
kept
Yeah.
putting my hand there like, you can't come in here, bitch. I ain't
Yeah.
actually
Get
call
the
her.
fuck on out
Yeah.
of there.
Yeah, cause you don't know what people are capable of, man.
Or what kind of spirits they're carrying.
Yeah, you go try to walk in my house.
Didn't ask. That's disrespectful.
Yep. That too. Don't let people walk in your house. Don't invite people to your house, especially black women.
Yep.
Women
No.
in general, but don't invite them into your house. And don't go to their house either, because that's much worse.
Yep.
And don't ever move in with one. Ever.
Hell no.
That
Don't
was my
even
biggest
spend the night.
that was my biggest mistake in 2015, man.
Mm.
Cause I was a simp back then. I wanted to get sex and all that. That was one of my biggest mistakes.
Y'all ever have you ever been with a girl and her mother tell you to find somebody else because she ain't gonna do right?
Yeah, I had
No.
that.
No, I wasn't exactly attracted to the strag.
Me neither. I did fall in the love angle like an idiot I was. But her mom was like racist. She was racist at some point. She told us that she liked it black people. She got along with black people. Her landlord was Haitian or whatnot. But her rest of her family was like racist, especially her mom. So I definitely had to, cut that loose, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Anyway,
tolerate the idea of racism in relationships on top of the tip of
guys, I'm
don't
gonna
nickel
be
thing
going over to
already.
Chronic stream, watching his content. It was good talking with you guys.
All right, Sigma.
Good.
All right,
Glad
have a
you
good
came back.
Memorial Day weekend, guys.
All
Same
right.
to you.
I'm be inside mostly.
All right,
All right. Peace.
peace.
All right. Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
still here. I'm just thinking, stacking my coins up I got here on my ironing board. I got nickels, quarters, dimes, and pennies, all the except for the half dollars and and dollars. But I'm just stacking them up
Yeah,
as
I'm
I
doing the
think.
same thing too.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Gold and silver. Be prepared, man, because things are that's getting worse and worse, man.
Yeah.
People thought we was lying, but things are actually getting worse. These modern women acting like a fool more than ever.
Yep.
I don't want them here. I don't care what nobody says, especially my land. Oh, they're trying to be friendly. Forget that friendly crap. People, I told my roommate, people can be friendly, but they can turn around and do something completely different.
They'll turn like snakes.
Yep. Especially these women. Oh, she's just being nice. Sooner or later, she called the police. She had somebody else come over and do something that you didn't expect. You know how these women are.
Yeah. Slimy and slithering like snakes
Yep.
and very poisonous,
Yeah.
like the
These
black
guys.
mamba in Africa.
Yep. These guys still want to deal with them. These simps still want to deal with these women until they
Re-
actually turn their back on you, and then like, okay, she wasn't the right one. Let me go to the next person. There is no right woman. There's no right woman at all.
The reason why I said they like the black mamba because that's among the most poisonous snake in the world, poisonous snakes in the world, and because that fits best with what's that? Ecclesiastes 7:26 through 28. It describes them. I see it. I don't doubt. I don't have any doubts in it. I believe the Bible completely.
Yeah, because the Bible plays a part in everybody's life. And
Yeah.
I mean everybody.
Even
Just
the origin of humans, I believe it. I'll give you another example of why I believe it. See, us men has XY chromosomes. Women has XX chromosomes. What are those? How did they get them chromosomes? Where did they come from?
one from the devil, from the woman, from the devil.
Well, God took woman out of man in the story of
Yeah,
Adam and Eve, right? But the
right.
devil corrupted the woman
Yep.
because she believed his lies even after she knew what God said about the forbidden fruit, not to even touch of it. Don't eat it or even touch it, or thou shalt surely die. And people lying like she wasn't there. Yeah, they lied. She was there. Because why would the devil imply that? Well, you should surely not die if you eat that. That means he knew that God told her not to eat that, right?
Right.
She ate it anyway. She knew the devil was a liar. She believed a lie, a reprobate mind. First sinful, reprobate, rebellious mind, Eve. People talk about Lilith, but what I know about is Eve
Right.
in this dispensation.
Yep. And then you have these women that do the same thing. You try to tell them something, they don't listen.
Yep.
That's why I stay away from most women. Don't hang around them, period. Let's take that back. I don't hang around women, period. Like this one on my job, she somewhat conniving, sneaky, or whatnot. She'll be nice, and she'll be a little uppity some days. I don't pay it no attention. I know at some point the company I work for, they sometimes lock the door and maybe there'll be one person there in the back somewhere. She asked me, well, I may be the only person here, the other person may be here. Can I get your phone number? I was like, nope. And nope, just had to knock on the door. You had to come open it.
You should have told her no, because
and
you
the,
should
and
have
the reason
told
why
her.
I said, oh, go ahead.
I was just going to iterate. You should have told her, no, you can't have my phone number because I don't want to be me too, and accused of asking you for yours when you asked me for mine. I don't work like that. It might have pissed her off, but she couldn't do nothing but accept it at that point.
Yeah, and plus she got a boyfriend too, so I was like, nope.
Hmm.
And the reason why I said no, number one, if something would have happened, she'd think, oh, he called me and all that. Number two, she'll be calling me to get favors or whatever it may be, because I know how women operate.
Yeah,
You want to go somewhere, you want to go this place and go that place, or she'll try something, tell her boyfriend.
being treacherous.
Yeah. This is why us as MGTOW men, we don't get women's number, because that may not end well. Any man should get no woman number at all. At all, because that can completely go downhill real quick.
Yeah,
I
I
think
got
she like depressed the next day because I told her she can get my phone number.
I got exes trying to get back in my life, and that witch next door to me done played out. She just don't know me very well. She's the one played out. She hit the wall, looked like a wrinkled up, dried up. Her skin looking nasty. You ever see somebody like they just having health problems and probably don't eat right and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and then they aging. It's showing. It's rough looking like sandpaper, ugly and wrinkled looking.
Yeah.
I just
Could
saw an
be.
image of her in orange today, like jumpsuit, prison orange. I just saw that. I'm like, wow. Yeah, that looks good on her. That's the only thing look good on her, orange.
Like it probably could be in our 20s. These women in their 20s, they age quick too.
Because there's all that evil in them.
Yep.
Look at the Crypt Keeper.
The Monsters. That TV show, The Monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be her right there. Beetlejuice. These black women.
It's a governor. I can't think of her name. It's a female black woman too. Look like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
I forgot what it said. It might be Michigan or something. I don't forget, man. That shows you what I think of them. I don't think much of them. I forget.
Yeah, man. These guys that have low self-esteem, that low IQ, be going after the ones that look like a 2 or a 3. Because they can't get nothing else. They can't get nothing else, so they decide just I go for anything. So
no, you mean a -3?
-3, yeah, -3, -4. Yeah, I don't mess with these women at all, man. I'm focused on surviving.
Yeah,
getting my passport, get on out this country, and
yeah.
just stay away from the stupidity, man. Because getting yourself and involve yourself with these people, you end up dying early.
Yeah.
You end up dying early, you end up going to jail. Some of my tenants here, one is married, but he looked like he get himself in some type of trouble or whatnot. Even these married guys still hang around other people, hang around women. They married, they have kids, and it seems like they don't care.
When my mom was trying to hold me outside, and I was supposed to been calling some people I know back on the phone. She want to keep on holding me up. I said, Mama, you holding me up. I'm going back inside by. And I yelled out, I ain't taking nobody's SHIT today. I mean, loud, and it echoed outside because I live in an apartment complex. Let them know I wasn't scared of their ass.
Yeah. I
And
know
I
as
ain't
a
been back
child,
out.
as a child, some odd reason I wanted to be around that. As I got older, I realized that these people were just getting stupider and stupider and stupider. They started committing more crimes. They started getting a lot of fights. They started getting arrested. And I said, you know what? I don't need to be around that.
No.
I don't
I'm
need to
tired
be
of these,
around that.
I'm tired of these things around me over here.
Yeah. Us as men, you and I, we got to ask ourselves, when all this stupid crap goes stop? All this being demonic and evil and go around messing with other people. When is it gonna stop?
Well, when God comes in and separate his people from those that are not of him and cast them in the lake of fire, that's when it's going to stop.
It's a good answer, man. That's a good answer. This crap they go. Oh, people get tired of it now. This is why people kill blacks. I don't care at this point. This is why other people kill blacks, especially the ones that keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. They get tired of that. They end up just taking them out or just putting them in jail. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? No, they just get tired, man. I get tired of it. That's why I don't even be around it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Got some videos to show tonight.
Okay.
All right.
Hey guys in the chat, do me a favor. I mentioned a scripture a while ago. You think about what's going on in the world and then read that, and that'll give you the understanding you need about that. And I'm going to tell you now, be prepared to write it down if you can. Ecclesiastes 7:26 through 28. I think it's somewhat historical and prophetic.
Yeah.
You're sitting there like a pussy going shush shush. Okay, so you're obviously through the sandwich now. As I said, I will punch you into next week. See the time what it's like. I will, and I'll punch you as well. Don't try me.
That's this man. Don't you get tired of this when a black woman get on the bus, be loud, start trouble for no apparent reason? I somewhat get this too a little bit, but they don't get too far because I kill. They vibe real quick. Us as men, don't we get tired of this?
Yeah. They won't ever get in my face. See, the reason why I didn't blow up on her and just mow all of their ass down yesterday because I was a thinking man. I wanted to get the upper hand, and the only way I could get the upper hand is to call the police on them. But in the situation, I got the best of them and all that stuff verbally, and then that's when the daughter got mad and gonna pull a bat on me. Then I equalized the situation with my move after that. But legally, I call the police to enforce that. Now I just hope everything is clear. I don't have to worry about them no more, and they ought to know how to respect me after that. Because if they don't, well, I'm gonna give them my neighbor's name that said I can use her name to complain about them, and they got a bad, personal record about them from multiple people, and it ain't gonna look good for them.
Don't get on a high because you've been at Carney today getting a wine. Okay. Don't get on a high. You're throwing food like you're 10. Sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
I'm not doing what you want to tell me.
Yeah, but you're not going to throw food at me, are you? You're not going to throw food at me, are you?
You're going to slap me
If I'm going to jail for you.
Slap me to
I'm going to jail for you. I'm going to jail for you. think I'm going to jail for you?
I'm not saying you want to go
You're
there.
throwing food like a child.
Slap me into
People
next
on the
week.
train that want to go home.
You're the one
yeah?
raising your voice.
I don't give a
You
fuck
come
because
at
the
me.
sandwich went over my head, bitch.
So?
What?
And that was me. That was me.
What?
That was me.
It was you or this dickhead in the dungaree.
No, that was us.
So who was it then? Who was it then?
We don't know.
Who was it then, Pineapple
You
Girl?
might have a fucking-
Who was it then, SpongeBob?
Pineapple Girl.
So why is he saying
Look at those rolls, man. Did you see those rolls? At least wear a full jacket. I saw them rolls as she was
Roll?
arguing.
Like rolling heels in the breadbasket state.
Yep. That's enough rolls to butter some biscuits.
Hey, she had the nerve. She had the nerve to call somebody a B word, fellas. When some woman or whatever call you a B word, tell them last time I checked, I got swinging meat, and look who's to be the one with the axe wound. Boy, they'll get mad as hell.
Yep. Must be from Britain because I could tell her by the accent.
Hmm.
Black women are terrible. When no matter where you go, they're terrible. They tell us to go to Africa. I ain't going to no Africa or no Nigeria. None of them.
sitting there? Why is he sitting there and going
I've been
shush?
sitting
Why
there
is he
since I've
sitting
been
there
on the
going shush?
train.
Listen, I will take off my wig right now and deal with both of you. Don't let me take off my wig.
I haven't
I'm
tried
not
to
throwing
sit
sandwiches
down.
on the bus. I'm on the train.
I am
No, I'm not.
Am I?
You're not bad.
Am I?
What do you think I'm a dickhead?
Am I very? I
would take off my wig.
Here, what? What are you going to do? Do you think I'm a fucking dickhead?
And see how she swung first? You see how she swung first?
I'd have put my boot here right in her lower part of her belly, and that would have just brought her to the floor. One kick, pow! She thought she'd been kicked by a camel or a horse. Man, this was 2019. My right ankle was still healing up, and I wasn't sure if I could run. I injured my knee. I got pins in it now. Freak accident doing yard work. Anyway, this Brahma bull, that's one of the meanest bulls you could ever confront. And I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie. It was like it was studying me. Don't study me. Get on back over there with the cows. So I picked up this piece of iron. I stared it down. I'm yelling, "Come on, you SOB." And don't you know that thing walked on back through the fence, back with the see, it's two properties next to each other. So he walked back there where the heifers are and left me alone. If I stand up to a damn big ass, full grown, easily 2,000 to 2,500 pound beast, shadow a windshield with the palm of my left hand, single punch, knock a dude a good 30 feet. If I get that angry, and I don't need no gun. I just want to even the odds with a fool that's got a gun. That's the only reason that I believe in having a weapon, to even the odds.
I say the exact thing. If another person got a weapon, you pull yours out. Most people just pull out a weapon if you get ready to fight them, or just they don't have anything. You just pull it out anyway. So I kind of disagree with that. If they have something, I'm gonna have something.
Right.
Like the guy I told you that had a knife. He didn't use it, of course. He said, "I got hands." I say, "What you got the knife for?" Because you never know. They have a weapon, say they don't use it, and they may turn around and just use it.
And a person, see, this is why martial arts is very important. A person come up with a bat or a stick or something trying to hit you with, you better know how to kick, duck, and kick like lightning, or do block and learn how to block.
Yeah.
Punch. You got punches and you got kicks. The block is to protect yourself, or you can protect somebody else.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll be right. Go ahead and keep talking. Hold on.
Okay. Mainly is to protect yourself. More than likely, you're gonna be protecting yourself in martial arts most of the time, because people are trying to single you out, case you out, whatever they feel like doing. the kick is and the punch is important too. Then you know how to, you know, fold your wrist back like you're doing push-ups, but you can use that part of your hand where you're when you if you look at the palm of your hand, but where your wrist is, that's a weapon right there. The bottom part of your wrist, the opposite bottom end of your hand from your fingers, tip of your finger, you go toward the tip of, you know, from the tip of your fingers down to your toward your wrist. That's a weapon right there. Just before you know you start up your wrist, that's a weapon. Also, your fist, uh, the edge of the outside of your hand, not the fingers, but the edge of your hand. That's a weapon. But you got to condition your hand, or you hurt yourself. And you can do push-ups on your knuckles. Ball your fist up. It's gonna be painful at first, but ball your fist up and use your inner two knuckles to hold your weight up. I've done that with the knuckles. And your elbow, that's a weapon. Knee, feet, potentially your forehead or the back of your head, side of your head. Anyway, you know, you can use that skull for a weapon to the face or the stomach or the chest. That'll hurt if you know where to plant it. You got a
Yeah.
hard head and you know where to plant that hard head, that's a weapon too.
Yep.
So yeah, and the heel of your feet, that's a weapon. You can butt somebody with your shoulder in the sternum or elbow or fist to the sternum. That's like right bottom edge of your rib cage, right above the stomach. You can either knock the wind out of them or you can just end it all. And don't tell all these secrets and where you got them from. People who know and practice martial arts are considered lethal weapons. Yeah.
Yeah. I was once in karate. I need to get back into it myself. I still know a little bit, but I need to get back into it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and continue the video.
Come here, come here, what? Don't try to me again.
And you see the black simp helping out. You black simps ain't gonna never learn. You never will.
Because they stupid.
Yep.
They think they're gonna get laid or impress the woman or impress their wife or girlfriend or somebody, some female somewhere watching them. You know, through that video. To me, it makes them look like a damn fool because the woman started the fight in the first place.
Yep.
That's another reason you might want to carry a weapon because you physically get the advantage, and then you about to overtake the person you fighting, then somebody else want to jump in. They should have just stayed the hell out of it. People make me angry for that. And then a friend of mine, I'll give you a situation. This dude was trying to attack me, and my friend, he was holding me. I said, if you don't let me go, I'll get your ass too. Oh, I was pissed. And it's a way, you know, he had my wrist. I had my coat on. You can pull down and twist at the same time. You can break their grip. It's a way you can break a grip, even from a big person. You can twist, pull down, and use like leverage action to open the hand, force the hand open. That's martial arts too. And a chokehold, you know, you can put them to sleep. Write this down, y'all. All this stuff, write it down, but keep it to yourself. And you know, I want me some punching bags, and I want the kind that stand up from the floor, and then I want the one that kind of mount up too, up high. I always wanted a set of those. Practice my punches and kicks and blocks, and you know, yep.
Come on, what? What? Get why you being on that? Why you ask me on that?
Pro wrestling is way better than box and martial arts. It is. It is some kind of way it's better than martial arts and boxing. But I would just use anything wrestling, martial arts, boxing, any kind of style to defend yourself. But wrestling is a good one too.
As long as you're quicker and you got the most strength and the the most knowledge, that's what counts. But more importantly, the speed and knowledge, even more than strength. It counts even more than strength, because you can buggy whip a big person, or you can offset somebody's balance they're bigger than you and cause them to hurt themselves.
Right.
But yeah. All right. You want to continue the video? Or?
You want it again? Want it again? Want it again?
What have I done to you? What have I actually done to you? Bitch.
Targar lost. She lost the fight. Lost to a cow though. Lost to a 300-pound cow. And when these people actually shoot y'all, all of a sudden it's racist when they shoot you or do something to you. Overall, too, and black women, you should hit it. I just don't deal with you. I don't. When you have a nasty attitude towards me, I'm have one right back. You side eye me, most likely I'm just look away or say nothing else. Say nothing else to you. People get tired of your crap each and every day. The stuff you think you're doing is think it's just go A, piss the person off, B, get the person attention, or 3, C, make the person like you, which all of those are just complete failure. Personally, no matter which one you show, I don't like the majority of black women anyway. Let's just say women in general, modern Western women.
But especially black or African American black women, they are the worst.
Yep.
And they think they can go anywhere in the world and do what they want to do, but they'll get put in their places in some of the places they go. That's what they fail. Most of them fail to realize. But we go somewhere we can adapt and blend in and maybe possibly find a wife. But we got better options than these women do. They just got more options, but we got better options because we got more places we can go and blend in and adapt to and survive and get along with people better than they do or can or try to. They don't make no effort. They think they can just do anything and get away with it.
Yep. All this is catching up to them, though.
Yeah.
All of it catching up.
Women
at work. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, as far as traveling is concerned, I know from experience because I've been to Mexico and Canada. I sure have. As far as I know, don't have nothing on my record. I don't want nothing on my record. I don't fool with losers. I don't appreciate them washing up in my, my own front door, so to speak.
Yep.
I don't have no use for them. I got a real low opinion of people that carry themselves in such a repulsive, toxic manner. I mute.
Yep. But overall, fellas, MGTOW guys, not only stop dealing with women, stop dealing with black women. I always bring up black women because they are the number one problem in my life. I don't know about anybody else. Like, they're the number one problem in my life. Yeah, the government told them to do what they do, but they don't have to listen to the government. Yeah, these simps told them to do this and do that. They don't have to listen to the simps. Women got a mind. They don't want to use it. Women want to do what they want to do at the end of the day. Now it's to a point where men are saying that you want to do what you want to do. Hey, I'm going to do what I want to do. If you put your hands on me, I'm fighting back. You say this to me, I'm going to say it right back. All this is catching up to you women. And quite frankly, I just love it. I just love it when a man fight back and scream and yell at you back.
Most of them lack anything sacred like modesty, morals, good character, decency, virtue, maturity, wisdom, understanding, empathy. And caution. They throw all that stuff out the window. They don't. Reason why I mentioned discretion, all the way back to Eve.
Right.
She didn't discretionally think and discern between God and the devil, but she short circuited and listened to the devil instead of God. And he was perfect. God was perfect. God is perfect. Adam is perfect, or was perfect. Eve was flawed in her mind because she wanted what Adam got. The devil tricked her with a lie. She didn't have to fall for that lie, but she wanted a taste of what she thought she was going to get with that lie. Stupid. Didn't think it through. No discretion. I don't want to be sacrilegious, but these modern women make me think and wonder, and still puzzles me. How in the hell can they have something of such a great opportunity and throw it away, and then everything behind that goes down the tube? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Me neither. Me neither. That's why I don't mess with these women. Oh, you know, he's gay and all this. Yep. Say what you want, but it's keeping me out of trouble. It's keeping me out of the grave. It's keeping me out of jail. I'm less stressed. I'm not inviting women here to have sex. I'm not inviting women here to hang out. And most men who want to do that, something happens when you invite women to your house, whether it's hanging out or having sex, movie, no matter what it is, something's going to happen, but it's not going to happen to her. It's going to happen to you.
Yep.
Not saying sex is bad. Not saying sex is bad, but I would still be careful of that because you don't know if she has some type of disease or she say that, oh, you know, he didn't pay me during sex. You know how that goes.
Right. Or revoke consent. Or she might even have an STD. Well, you know, the herp, even if you use a condom, that's scary, man. And syphilis, yep. I heard it just grew like wildfire in Mississippi down there. And you know how bad syphilis is, man. When they was talking about Christopher Columbus, he had it. And they know it by the condition of his skeletal bones. The bones ain't even safe. It leaves marks on the bones, man. Ugh. It starts, it's a STD. So you know what that means is a sexually transmitted disease. Right. And when a person gets that, it's like being eaten alive from the inside out. Bad breath, sores on the skin, excruciating pain. Ain't no telling all the symptoms. Depend on what part of the body it affects. And it could cause all kind of problems. Paralysis, depending on what it decides it want to eat on. Optic nerves, that's the eyesight.
Yep.
Man, that's scary. Is it worth it? If you ladies happen to hear me, is it worth sleeping around like a mindless leech for money, or do you care about your health? Do you care about your sanity, your peace of mind, and health, and not suffering till you die? Do you not care? Do you simps not care? You ain't gotta answer me. You better be honest with yourself and answer yourself. And if that answer ain't genuine, then that ain't my problem. It ain't my brother problem. Red Pill McTow,
Yep.
RPD. It ain't
Yep.
your problem. It ain't my problem. It ain't the brothers in the chat problem. It ain't the people problem with the wise counsel and discretion and good morals and discernment between good and bad. It ain't
Yep.
our problem. God said not to touch the unclean thing anyway. And y'all want to do that? That's y'all problem. For the ones that just got the reprobate mind, y'all deserve what you get. I might have sympathy for you for your suffering, but what can I do once you start suffering?
Nothing.
Right. And it's a waste of energy to feel sorrow for somebody once you tell them not to do something to just, you know, once you try to warn somebody multiple times, and it's like you can't do nothing for them but watch them suffer. It's not fair.
Especially when it comes to danger, substance as disease, as somebody trying to kill you, or your parents warn you that, hey, that person got a gun, they may do something to you. You may want to stay away from them or avoid them.
Or any good person with a good heart and godly person that care about other people warn a person. They ain't got to be a parent. It could be a friend, a neighbor, a doctor, or anybody that cares about another person's well-being, to try to warn another person not to do this, but they need to do that for the best, to actually help themselves. If they don't take that advice, cut them off.
Yep.
I got a scripture for you on that note. If you
Sure.
want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Mark chapter 6, verse 11.
Hey, go ahead and look it up.
Okay. And God is feeding me scriptures a little bit at a time, and I have to share them as they come to me. Because once I go read them, it's like, yep.
You said Mark chapter 6, 36?
No, 6 verse 11.
All right.
You can tie that with everything I was just saying. Me and you was just saying, actually.
Jesus left there and went to his hometown, accompanied by his disciples. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were amazed. Where did the man get these things? They asked. What's the wisdom that has begun given him? What are these remarkable miracles he is performing? It's this the carpenter. It's this Mary's son and brother of James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon. Aren't his sisters here with us? And they took offense at him. Jesus said to them, a prophet is not without honor except in his own town, among his relatives, and in his own home, which women keep letting women in your house. He could not do any miracles there except lay his hands on a few sick people and heal them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. Then Jesus went around teaching from village to village, calling the 12 to him. He began to send them out two by two and gave them authority over impure spirits. These were his instructions. Take nothing for the journey except a staff, no bread, no bag, no money in your belts. Wear sandals, not an extra shirt. Whenever you enter a house, stay there until you leave the town. And if any place will not welcome you or listen to you, leave that place and shake the dust off your feet as a testimony against them. 12. They went out and preached that people should repent. They drove out many demons and anointed them many sick people with oil and healed them. I was supposed to read 11, but I read the 12.
That was good. Good reading.
Yep.
See, that ties into everything we were just talking about, didn't it?
Yep. Where are
Testimony against them. We're talking the truth and they don't want to accept it. We dust our feet off. We become MGTOW and they don't like it because they're feeling that reproach. And oh well,
why are
they
red
can't
pillars
have it both
reading,
ways.
why are red pillars reading the Bible? It's for those men that are married in the church. Not true. Not true.
It's anybody who loves God who wants to see His kingdom instead of the lake of fire.
The Bible, the escape rejection. The Bible has some red pill scriptures in it as well. Mostly
Yes, it
about
does.
women.
Yeah.
The Bible itself is red pill. Did you know that?
Yep. My brother RPD just read one.
Yep.
It wasn't necessarily about men or women. It was just about people in general. But now this other one is about men and women. If you want to do the diligence to read this, I mentioned earlier, since this guy think the Bible is for married people. It's not just for married people. It's for anybody.
Yep.
It should apply to anybody, but some won't accept it. I put it like that. Now, let me get into sharing the scripture with you. So if you want to, you can read it, and I'd be most grateful. I'd be honored. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, 26 through 28. Thanks for having me, by the way.
You're welcome.
And this is Therapy. I love doing these shows.
Seven through 26.
No, that's chapter 7, verse 26 through 28.
Okay.
This is for the let me say something before you read it.
All
In
right.
essence, this is a warning for the people who believe in the pump and dump out there and the simps and these non-virtuous harlots out here. They call themselves boss chicks or whatever, and these just non-virtuous women that they ain't fit to be with. Well, I mute on that one so you can read.
Yep. I find more bitter than death the woman who is a snare, whose heart is a trap, and whose hands are chains. The man who pleases God will escape her, but the sinner she will ensnare. Look, says the teacher, this is what I have discovered. Adding one thing to another to discover the scheme of things. While I was still searching, but not finding. I find one upright man among the thousands, but not one upright woman among them all. There is no right woman. There is no right woman. Virtuous women, okay, but they're hard to find in
It's
today's
worth
modern
looking
woman.
for that needle in the haystack.
Yeah. Yep. I'll read that again. Adding one thing to another to discover the scheme of things. While I was still searching, you like these guys I had to search for women, can't find it, but not finding. I find one upright man among a thousand, but not one upright woman among them all. Case closed. There is no right woman. You can't find them.
Yep.
Yep. But I say, just as a man, as of today, just to live your life. And it may not be in God's will for you to get married.
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
But if he say no, we just have to accept it and
Yep.
find what his will is for us as far as his purpose where we live. Maybe it's just a testimony against these women as far as us men is concerned. Because they had these women without excuse now. Notice they holler, "Where are the good men? You run us off." That's a testimony against you. Just like you read in Mark 6:11, but you kept reading to 12. I'm glad you did that. That's a testimony against them. See how that worked? God put these words in my mind right now. I'm tying this together. Y'all saw how I tied that together?
Yep.
Big Tower is a testimony against these non-virtuous women.
Yep.
You know, the passport bros too. Even the manosphere, even though, well, some simped after pearly things, but if they want to redeem themselves, they need to read the Bible and stop making them stupid mistakes over and over again. If people turn away from stupidity and turn away from their wickedness and find disdain for the wickedness, that's what you call truly repenting. And then they follow light instead of darkness. That's worthy of being redeemed. For the ones that refuse to do that, they're not worthy of being redeemed. Period. God said he gave them over to a reprobate mind due to what? Vain imaginations.
Yep. But you got to have this attitude to stand up to what is really just bullying.
Yeah.
Regardless of the government and all these people fill women head up and boost their ego and tell them to go and ruin somebody else's life and mistreat them. If so, stand up for yourself. If so, don't let them talk to you any kind of way. No matter where you are as a man or a MGTOW man, don't let these women mistreat you or talk to you any kind of way. And me as an adult, 3 years ago, I had to learn that. It took me time, but I learned how to stand up to these demons. They are mostly just demons.
Yeah. No exaggeration about it. It's the actual truth. You can feel it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just saying you're right. No exaggeration. I know from personal experience, and I can sense that stuff on them. Their countenance, it shows in their face, and you can feel that energy. Ugh. Repulsive. Like rotten eggs. Just a rotten presence. You can feel it. No doubt you can feel it.
All right.
And that goes, okay, that goes to what I said about what Jesus said about hate. two things. Remember, two things I said about hate. Well, actually, three. The only good purpose for hate is to hate evil. And then Jesus said, if you claim to love me but hate your brother, you are a liar. Then he also said, this is the third thing about hate that I can remember. He said, to hate is like drinking deadly poison and watch the other person die. He letting you know how stupid it is to hate another person for what? You don't hate the person, you hate the evil deed. That goes back to what I said the first thing. The only good purpose for hate is to hate evil and its source. We're fighting against principalities and evil spirits in high places.
Hey, escape the rejection. Here's one red pill verse. There's many. I'm gonna actually read 3 of them.
Go ahead, bro. Glad you're doing this.
1 John 2:15, and we all heard this before. Do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them. And that's 1 John 2:15. That's a red pill verse.
Good job.
Proverbs 31:3. Do not send your strength. Do not spend your strength on women, your vulgar, or those who ruin kings. Proverbs 31:3. And this last one is 2 Timothy 3. But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, pride, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, have nothing to do with such people. And that's 2 Timothy 3.
Romans 1:18 is similar to that too, if you don't mind reading. But it's something that's either in I think it's First Corinthians. It's in Corinthians. Like First Corinthians 7. No, what? Chapter 6. I think it's 15 through 18, and then verse 7:1. First Corinthians. Yeah. First Corinthians 6:15 through 18, and then 7:1, and then Romans 1:18 through 32. And I'll leave you with I'll leave that to you to read. Now mute.
Say 1 Corinthians.
Yeah. First Corinthians chapter 6, I think it's 15 through 18 and 7:1. Then the other one, Romans 1:18 through 32, which is like it's simply what you read in Timothy. Yeah. I'll mute now.
I hate these Bibles, man.
What's that? The electronic version, or is it a hard copy?
It's like I've got to search for it. I think I should have it now.
Okay.
I think I go with the Romans for now. Romans 1:18
through 32. Yeah. Okay, I'll mute.
18. Wow, I don't see no 1. I guess I go to 18. The wrath of God is being revealed from heaven against all the godliness of and wickedness of people who suppress the truth by their wickedness. Since what may be known about God is plain to them, because God has made it plain to them. For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made. So, what people are without excuse. For although they knew God, they neither glorified him as a God nor gave thanks to him. But their thinking became futile, and their foolish hearts were darkened. These simps out here, these thugs. Although they claimed to be wise, they became fools and exchanged the glory of the immortal God for images made to look like a mortal human being, and birds and animals and reptiles. Therefore, God gave them over in sinful desires of their hearts to sexual impurity, for the degrading of their bodies with one another. They exchanged the truth about God for a lie, and worshipped and served created things rather than the Creator, who is forever praised. Amen. Because of this, God gave them over to shameful lust. Even their women exchanged natural relations for unnatural ones. In the same way, men also abandoned natural relations with women and were inflamed with lust for one another. Men committed shameful acts with other men uh, and received in themselves the due penalty for their error. Furthermore, just as they did not think it worthwhile to retain the knowledge of God, so God gave them over to a deprived mind, so that they do what ought not to do be done. They have become filled with every kind of wickedness, evil, greed, and depravity. They are full of envy, murder, strife, dissent, and malice. They are gossips, women, slanders, God haters, women, and men too, insolent, arrogant, and boastful. They invent ways of doing evil. These simps out here and these thugs. They disobey their parents. They have no understanding, no fertility, no love, no mercy, although they know God's righteous decree that those who do such things deserve death. They do not continue to do these very things, but also approve of those who practice them. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, excellent. Don't you see this happening today? And since Obama signed the gay marriage into law,
Yep.
see this Bible, this scripture was older than long before the time Obama ran for first president the first time, and this is prophecy unfolding before our eyes. You know, some accept it as prophecy, some won't. But you know, this gay rights thing is gay marriage thing is a thing now in America. It was not before Obama, but look now. Okay, I found a scripture. It's actually not First Corinthians, but Second Corinthians. That's actually chapter 6, verse 14 through 18 and 7:1. Can you think you can find that, or you want me to read it? I already got the Bible turned to it.
You can read it.
All right, gladly. Okay, let me find my spot. Okay, here we go. Don't be teamed with those who do not love the Lord, for do the people of God have in common? Let me read that up. For what do the people of God have in common with the people of sin? How can light live with darkness? And what harmony can there be between Christ and the devil? How can a Christian be a partner with one who doesn't believe? And what union can there be between God's temple and idols? For you are God's temple, the home of the living God, and God has said of you, I will live in them and walk among them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. This is why the Lord has said, leave them separate yourselves from them. Do not touch their filthy things, and I will welcome you and be a father to you, and you should be my sons and daughters. This is 7:1. Having such great promises at these, dear friends, let us turn away from everything wrong, whether of body or spirit, and purify ourselves, living in the wholesome fear of God, giving ourselves to Him alone. So, you simps out there, if y'all listening, and you non-virtuous women out there, you do not understand the power you're messing with when you're messing with God's people and why they reject you. If you're not of Him, this is why you're not welcome. He said to leave you alone. You can't be friends with people like that. You can't have a relationship with people like that. And if you have to deal with people on the job like that, keep your distance. Stay separate as much as you can. I'm really fed up with those people keep trying to find their way in my circle to corrupt my life. But you know, they get offended when I cut them off.
Yeah.
I got relatives like that and neighbors like that, and then I in my line of work I drive trucks, and it's really dangerous out there because there's more people that are lovers of sin and lovers of the world than lovers of even just trying to be in the right and going about their business, minding their own business. Now they have to look in my mirrors, look in my face like they some demonic spy or something, instead of minding their own business. I'm 43 years old. I do not need chaperones, people. I've been doing this job for 20 years and counting. And they always hang out in the in the NO zone, not the KNO, but the NO, a dangerous place to be. It's not safe to hinder the maneuverability of a large vehicle that's weighing 80,000+ pounds. It's a long list of reasons why that's not safe. If you don't want to touch nothing hot, why would you put yourself in harm's way anyway? Know what to do. Know your surroundings at all times, and put your phones down when you're traveling. If you're driving, any vehicle that you're using to as transportation, whether you at work or you in your personal vehicle, put your phones down. Don't be distracted. Don't be drinking and driving. Don't do none of this stuff. I don't want you around me on that road on the phone. Have some respect.
I see a lot of people pick up their phones when I'm holding the sign. A lot of them. Now, some of them take pictures at the sign because they trying to get information. The rest of them just like talk on the phone and laugh while they speeding, be running the red light. I was like, yep.
Yeah, I've seen that too. And they drive like absolute demons over in Memphis, Tennessee. Over there, I had to come out and say it in West Memphis, Arkansas. It's an evil spirit over there. They bad about cutting you off over there on President Island there over in Memphis, Tennessee. They real bad about that. Then they bad about cutting in line on that 55 bridge, Mississippi River Bridge, 55 South. They bad about that crap.
Welcome back. Welcome back. How you doing?
Yeah, welcome back. Unmute.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, my I can hear you. I'm a bit
Okay.
drunk right now, but I'm in control.
I thought that was that troll. It took a little time. You know, that troll be.
I was about to
Yeah.
speak up on that.
Yeah, that like I said. Oh man,
He come in shaking his bell like he used to.
yeah, like I said.
Like Chris Kringle.
Yep. But I was saying I was on to something, and then I got a phone call, and all this other stuff happened. And yada yada yada. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, yeah, they're gonna be just fine because these chicks are gonna be just fine because it's always gonna be a simp. You know.
Me and
No,
JJ were going over some Bible verses. Now you guys said this right here. Escape rejection. He say, why are red pillars reading the Bible? It's for those men that are married in church. What do you guys say about that?
Where did it say that in the Bible? Actually, better yet, where did the Quran?
Your volume is decreasing.
I got a question. Where does it say that in the Quran, the Torah, the Bible, anywhere? Where does it say that?
right. And if you're corrupt, how can you get married anyway? So that's baloney. If a person corrupt, they're not fit for marriage anyway, or God. Now, if you get yourself in order and get yourself right, then you fit for marriage and you fit for God. But if you don't want to do that, then you're not fit for either. That's what I was just reading about. See.
And the thing is like, isn't it the first person without sin cast the first stone, and he didn't throw a rock? He refused to throw a rock. Help me help you make that make sense to me. I'm gonna go a little bit of old wind. First things foremost, I'm gonna need you to since you are a Bible thumper, you're a self-proclaimed Christian. I'm gonna need you to go look. Need you to go look. Hey, I'm gonna need you to go look, and I'm gonna need you to find where it said that the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the Qutbah is in any way, shape, form for married men, right? And I'm gonna need you to present that.
That's hella ridiculous. Well, I'm gonna say it like this.
It's
like
called it's asinine. Look for the heart. Oh, there it is. Like I said, it's asinine. Where's this dog at? Come here.
It applies to married men, but it applies to everybody else as well. If they don't want to honor that, like I said, they're not fit for marriage to begin with, and God ain't gonna hear from them. God said, "Touch not the unclean things." God said, "Touch not the unclean thing." Of these filthy people, keep yourself separate, and don't touch a filthy thing, and He will welcome you. I just read that.
What's up, Jay McTaff?
Be my sons and daughters. Can you hear? Are you still there?
I'm still there. I'm just trying to get this dog to sit.
Okay. You know what? I just had a thought. Man, it seems like that guy wants an excuse to go out there and do dirt. Anytime somebody asks you, mention to you, who's without sin, cast the first stone. Anybody say that mess to you, cut them off like I was just Well, brother,
Well, like I
that
said,
is the way.
like I said, like the I don't I try not to cast any stones, you know.
We
Well, these women already
we had Jay
cast.
McDowell in the building. What's up, Jay?
Hey
What's
Jay.
up? What's going
Hey,
on?
now.
Yet the topic is the reason why I have the attitude I have today. What's your take on it?
Huh.
Well, the attitude just of the black man, it's basically it's called for because the black community has did us wrong. The black community
Mhm.
it made you suffer. See, I got into it with a female on TikTok saying, "Oh, it's plenty of love for the black community.
Check.
It's
Yeah.
it's plenty of love for the black community." That's bullshit. You
Well,
know,
yeah.
that's
All
like me
right.
saying I'm colorblind. I don't see color. That's bullshit. That's a cop out.
Yeah, it is. And what I'm like I said, what was your actually? We're gonna start with Red Pill Daniels. What was your experience with the black community?
Terrible. Always got in the fights. They started with me first, but always fight, argue, put their hands on people, black females.
Uh huh.
Shit.
How about you? Yeah. How about you? How about you, cowboy?
Like a war zone. And when I
Uh huh.
stand up for myself, then it's a problem.
All right, Jay. What about you?
Oh man, I went through straight hell, man. I had to cut my family members off because, like I said, I started talking about the single mothers. They don't like when I talk about that. And a lot of my family members on my daddy side is a lot of single mothers.
Uh huh.
So we go back and forth. Where what made you a single mother?
Uh huh.
They get all defensive about that.
Exactly.
That's that reproach burns them. That's why they get defensive. And I can relate to you on cutting relatives off too, bro.
Dakota, leave it, Dakota. Talking to my dog here, but it's in my experience, like I got jumped. I mean, actually, I had to get into a fight one day. One time, I got big enough where I started fighting back. I started getting jumped by more and more by more and more people. And then you got the fact that they're like they always I got called a lame. So you have four black men, right there, right here.
Yep.
From all point from different parts of the country. All saying their experiences. Exactly. So tell me that lie. So go ahead and tell me that lie. That there's love in the black community.
Yeah,
So
man.
tell me.
I couldn't go back and forth with them. I couldn't go back and forth with them. You can't go back and forth with black females on TikTok
because they get angry and they get their simps and they get their simps at the development level.
Yep.
To basically they put the bad hammer on you.
Yep.
Y'all know something. Y'all know why they get angry? Because demons don't like the truth. You burn them demons in them, and that's why they don't think for themselves. That's the demon inside of them, and it shows in their face. When you see them in public, you can see the scowl, you can feel the negative energy, all of that stuff. Spirituality is real.
And the thing is like you're wondering why and it's like I said, why don't I date? I mean, I don't date anybody, but if I had a choice between dating somebody else and dating a black woman, I would pick somebody else.
Right.
I would pick somebody else.
Because the fuckery is gonna come. You know what the baggage. What's gonna come with it.
I am 30. Yeah, I am 35 years old. I'm 35, almost 36 years old. I know exactly what I have to deal with somebody my age. I know I've seen exactly what I have to deal with somebody who's older than me. And from that experience, I don't want to deal with somebody who's younger than me. So why in the world?
Let me ask you this, Red Pill. You ever have these women that rejected you in school, but now they're trying to come back to you now? And
Hell no.
You ever,
Hell no, they can't find me. They can't damn find me.
They
that's the
try
way
to
I like
strike. I don't just come out straight cold with them, but I tell them I just brush them off.
They can't
to try
find
to
me.
keep the peace.
They can't find me. I'm already, like I said, they can't find me. They gotta find me first.
Right.
And my,
Hey, yo, Jay, this girl at work, right? What I different one I work with. So she been there for like a year and 6 months, right? So what happened was that some people leave. She'd be like the last person at the day or whatnot. She was a Hispanic female or whatnot. So she asked me that, I'll be the last person here. Can I get your phone number? I was like, nope.
exactly.
And the reason why I did that because number one, she got a boyfriend. Number two, she'll try to call me and get favors and say anything. You know how women operate.
I wish I could have seen the look on her face when you told her no.
Oh, she was depressed the next day, bro. She was depressed. Hell nah. Even to get me in trouble.
Right. Like
You know why she got depressed? Because she got to face the music of her demonic, consultant. For lack of better words. Hold on just a second, fellas.
Yeah, man.
Look here.
Any woman that asks you for your phone number, like, nope. Just tell them no.
And I got a question. I'm gonna show my face here. Anywhere in my body, anywhere in my forehead, do I have CH?
Nope.
I don't got CH. So
No.
so basically what I say is like, dog, that cat will mess you up. That
No.
cat will mess you up. But I was like, the thing is like anywhere, like I said, the thing is like basically the conversation was this, hey ho, how you been? What you been doing? Probably do some hoe shit. Cause there you hoe again. Hey ho, how you been? It's pretty much what it is.
And we just
Y'all
got
know
to
what?
isolate ourselves from the black community, man. Because the black community is trying to somehow save the black community, save the black race, save us, protect us, and all that bitches talking about nobody protecting us. I mean, that's good, bitch.
All
Nobody.
right, you're strong and independent. What do you need me for?
Yep.
You signed up that deal. You signed on that record deal. You signed your the name on the dotted line for that record deal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody coming to bail you out on that record deal. You still owe them $40 million.
One powerful thing I got to ask y'all. Don't you ever think about all the DNA shakes that they done had, and don't that make you just gag? Utter turn off to me.
It
You
is.
said all the DNA checks.
The DNA shakes.
Yeah.
The DNA shakes.
And they receive it by there's two ways they receive it.
By the mouth, by the ass. Actually, there's 3 ways, really. Actually, 4 ways if you count the skin.
Yeah.
If you count a facial bukkake, I don't give a damn.
See, how was that acting classy? Women say that's classy. We get nutted
Classy.
on.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Cause if it's your man, if it's your man that you're gonna live with, I mean, I still don't. The thing is like,
worse than that, they get peed and pooped on too.
right? Why in the world would I ever invite that? And I mean, first things foremost, that's a mess that somebody got to clean up.
Yep.
I ain't cleaning. I ain't doing that stuff. Cause now that smell gonna be with you, and you got to basically clean that smell out of your bed, out of your carpets, out of your rugs, out of your upholstery. your goddamn couch? No. No, it ain't happening.
I
It
can't
ain't
find
gonna
the
happen.
words. I can't find the words to explain the disgust. Oof.
Well, first things foremost, I'm gonna tell you the excuse that they use. Oh, I'm doing this to get experience for the man that I'm supposed to marry. The man you're just supposed to marry ain't gonna tolerate that stuff,
Nope.
dear. And on top of that, you claiming that BS. You claiming that BS. Yeah, but did you? How many of these women actually do what they claim to say they did? How many of those men actually get that experience? Any of that experience? Because if that's the case, then he should be able to nut quit and have his eyes crossed and speaking in tongue every single time that you up here riding him. Every single time you put his Johnson in your mouth, he should have his eyes crossed. If that's the case.
And if he's standing up, his knees buckle.
Right, his knees buckle and they fall down. You know, his knees buckle and his knees are buckling and they fall down and they can't keep up. Every time he go out with his boys, he can't go out because his knees is too weak.
Wait a minute.
If
I'm
that's the
falling.
case.
I can't get up.
Yeah, basically, like I said, hey man, you coming with us? Going bowling? I can't even lift the bowling ball. Hey, we're gonna shoot some darts. Look, man, only darts I'm shooting is at the ground because I can't even see straight. My eyes gone crossed. Hey man, we're going out for some beer. Look, I'm too drunk. I'm too drunk as it is. You know, I am too drunk as it is. She done got me messed up. Hey, we're going out to shoot some hoops. Look, you're gonna be breaking my ankles every which way across the court because I'm gonna look like a fool because she done got my eyes crossed and stuff. She done got me crossed over in the bedroom. That's what I expect. That's that's what I expect. That's what I expect all the time, every single time. Every single time. That'll have your dude at home and not with no other chick, unless she got more experience than you. You know,
because a lot of men ain't porn stars. They want porn stars. They want guys that's feminine. If you ain't feminine, women look at you
good
weird.
for him. Well, you know what else is happening right now, and it ain't leading to a porn movie. Cars break down. Guess what? Cars do break down. Remember that?
Yep.
Cars do break down.
And feet fell slam into the wall.
Hey, could you help me take a look at my car? Nope. I ain't about that. I saw where this movie went. That was a movie a long time ago. Hey, I need some help with my plumbing. Look, so you gonna pay a plumbing bill? Is there other way we can work this out? We got payment plans. We got payment plans. You can do installments. We go as low as $20 every week.
I got Cash App.
Cash App. Got Cash App. Got Zelle.
Right? Ain't gonna send me no Cash App.
Ain't gonna send me the Cash App.
Y'all finna laugh at me. If a woman asked me to fix her plumbing, I said, well, I know how to do plumbing, but I'm not a plumber. I'm a truck driver. I can't help you.
Exactly. I'm not qualified. I ain't qualified. Hey, my car is broke. My car is broke down. Yeah, my car is broke down. Hey, I need a jump start. I don't got no jumper cables. But you just jumped somebody else. That was my family. That was my family. That was their jumper cable. Could you call them up and they're at work? What do you mean they're at work? I mean, how long do they work? They got a 70-hour work week.
Hey, bro, my mama keep calling. Excuse me, fellas. My mama keep calling me. I'll be back as soon
All
as I can. So she won't
All
keep
righty.
calling me. Be right back.
About 10:30, I'm gonna end the stream. About 10:30.
All
It's
right.
10:24 right now, but
Right.
it's like I
But
said
it's like,
before, man. You can't let women mistreat you. You can't let them talk to you any kind of way. You
right,
can't let them do you any kind of way. You got to just
That-
stand up to these motherfuckers.
right. And this is the escape. I was looking at this, but I said, why are the red pillars quoting the Bible? Therefore, it's like a marriage. Those are for men that are married. Like I said, I want to go in on this one. You know.
Yeah, that's
Like
what he
the-
put.
Yeah, like I said, because like there's a reason that Babylon fell. There's a reason that the walls of Jericho fell. That was a Freudian slip. That was a purpose slip. I purposely said Jerry curls, not Jericho. There's a reason that Jericho fell. There's a reason that the Tigris and the Euphrates River, when I say that that when the water's drained out like a toilet, it's gonna be a new book of it's gonna be the book of start on the Revelations.
But yeah, but Jay, what do you think of his comment? He said, "Why are red pillars reading the Bible? It's for those men that are married in the church." What do you think of that?
Well, see, it goes to show you, like, they say you got to be married to do this. You know, I got to the female on TikTok, like always. Oh, you're not married. Maybe women have no faith in you. That's why you're not married. That's why you're not being chosen. That's good. You know, because see, I don't have to deal with that settling for less shit. So you got a lot of guys settling for a fat bitch because they think that's what they got to do, or they'll settle for basically a bitch that's just hollering and yelling at them 24/7.
Already chewed up bubblegum. They settling for chewed bubblegum. No flavor whatsoever. All the flavor been chewed up out of them. Just bland. Ain't nothing but rubber. Gum tree and rubber.
And they preach, the women preach, never settle for less, girl. Never settle for less. But motherfucker, why do we got to settle for less? That doesn't make any sense to me. See that double standard?
Oh yeah. Like I said, we gotta settle for somebody's backwash in a can of beer.
Yeah.
You know, I fuck that. If I want backwash, I could just basically take the can, swish it around my mouth, and spit it right back into the can. You know, that's if I really want to drink backwash. Like they want you to settle for somebody's chewed bubblegum. They want you to settle for somebody's already done saved game. Basically, he done beat the game, and now all you get is the credits. You know, you don't even get the end boss. You don't get the end boss. You don't get the freaking end fight scene. You just get the credits. You know, you just get the credits.
And like I said, man, you know, all these women saying no woman has faith in you of being a man, because these hoes think they know what masculinity is. Half you bitches don't even know what femininity is. Like, come on now.
Half you chicks, you don't even know how to put a spare tire on. But then again, that's none of my business.
Yep.
You can't put a spare tire on. You can't put the right poles on the battery. You end up frying your electronics in your car because you've got your battery terminals all type of backwards, and that's where you get this the stuff where they dumb down everything and tell you and basically have everything, make it simple as possible. Come on.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me I ain't picked because ain't nobody got faith in me. Look, I know how to put a battery terminal in my car. I know how to change my spare tires. Can you do that? Can you basically take with the standard jack that they give you in the car?
Yeah, and you know how to when your car need an oil change. You don't get the oil change in their car, tune up. Right. You know, just basic necessities. That's why you need a counsel. That's why you need a guy for that. If all men just leave.
No. They don't need a man for that. First off, they don't need a man for that because they got stuff like they got a dude named Meineke.
Yep.
They got a dude named Jiffy Lube.
Yep.
They'll lube up her car and probably lube her up in the same fashion.
Yep.
You know, up here lubing up her car and lubing up her. You know, you got a thing called whatchamacallit, the mechanic shop. Did they take payment? And they take any type of payment, including Cooter Cat. You know,
I'm back, fellas. Sorry about
they
the
take
interruption.
they take any type of payment, and could include a Cooter Cat. You know, Cooter, but putty tat. You know.
And but you got to pay your arm and leg though. You got to pay them that $400, $300.
Exactly. So basically, so I'm paying for you and any chick that you basically decide, and any chick that he basically decided was good enough that they could that kitty cat was payment enough. No, thank you. I already got to pay for myself. I already got to pay for you at the mechanic shop. I already got to pay for you at ladies' night at the bar. No, I already got to pay. I already got to pay for you at the ladies' night at the bar. I already got to pay for you at the goddamn club, right? Because guess what? You get in for free.
Brother Jordan, this brings me to ask Jordan to read this scripture. Isaiah 3:16 through 26 and 4:1. If you will, brother.
Isaiah.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16 through 26 and 4:1.
Chapter 6.
No, chapter 3,
Okay.
verse 16 through 26 and verse chapter 4:1. If y'all don't mind, because this what y'all saying is playing to those scriptures I mentioned. They're connected.
What's that one scripture with the God made all the women bald headed in Israel or some shit? I forget.
I just told you.
Oh,
I
Isaiah
just told you.
Okay.
Yeah, he made them all bald. He made them particulate as a man, you know, took away their beauty.
And caused them to stink and let them sit on their butt homeless.
Yeah. That right there, yeah.
That's bad in San Diego and other places, from what I hear.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's starting to hit here in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Indiana's not that bad though. Indianapolis isn't that bad, but it's a couple of homeless women though.
The Lord says,
ain't nothing you can do for them. If you let them in your home, they'll just have you out like them. No, thanks. I don't want to suffer like that. No.
Just read it out.
The Lord says, the women of Zion are hungry. I was supposed to say that word. Walking along with outstretched necks.
That's howdy as in boastful.
Howdy. Walking along with outstretched necks, flirting with their eyes, shattering along with straying hips, with ointments jingling on their ankles. Yeah, I see them on the ankle. I be seeing that sometimes.
Ornaments.
Christmas ornaments.
That's a Christmas tree.
Oh, that sound like wearing them crosses on their ankles and in their necks.
Yep. And body piercings and stuff.
They be wearing them big earrings. You see that on the women?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like hula hoops.
I saw that in the 90s. I saw that in the 90s.
I'm still seeing it today.
About the size of hula hoops.
Yeah, you're gonna see more lesbian couples.
All right, that's two terrible pieces of Cooter Cat off the market. I'll take that. I'll accept that.
Yeah,
that's too terrible.
More doubts.
Great, I'm happy. You know why? Because that takes two terrible women off the market.
Yep.
I love lesbians because they take two terrible people off the market.
But I
Like
think
I
it's
said,
all lie, though. It's just all just a cover up because they really still like
two
that.
trash pieces of ass. 2 trash pieces of ass off the market.
And to be funny about this, the stench and the baldness, you'll know them when you see them to run.
I like I said, I stay in my lane.
Therefore, the Lord will bring sores on the heads of the women of Zion. The Lord will make
You okay?
their scalps bald. Read that again. Therefore, the Lord will bring sores on their heads of the women of Zion.
Yeah, read that part again about the. He said make their scalps bald.
Oh yeah. Therefore, the Lord will bring sores on their heads.
Yep.
Of the women of Zion. The Lord will make their scalps bald.
Okay. See, that's the scripture right there. That's the scripture.
Alopecia, right there. That's what happened. That's what happened to Will Smith's wife.
Yep. But see, that's what happens with putting that weave in your head, putting all them chemicals in your head.
Yep.
That glue.
Yeah. All them chemicals in your head. You know that it's gonna bound to happen. That's what happened to my mother. She started losing her hair. All them weaves and stuff she put in her head over the years.
You know that glue, it takes out that fine hair that replaces the current hair they got. You know, them fine, real fine strands, that's new baby hair growing in the place of the hair that's falling out. When you do that,
right,
you know, you're gonna go bald.
Pretty much.
They're doing it over and over again. They just constantly stunt that hair growth. You know.
Yeah.
But they, like I said, they know better.
And that stuff that's toxic can get in their skin and get to their brain too, from what I heard. And not to forget, y'all, it's certain things that we should not touch. Dark arts are being performed on some of these weaves and stuff too, and these women that's being affected by this stuff, and they don't even know, they don't realize it.
I'm gonna say this.
You say they doing spells on the artificial hair and all that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, a lot of them do black magic anyway. A lot of women read them tarot cards, manifest all that bullshit, that spiritual healing shit. You know, a lot of them are into that black magic shit.
Well, remember what I said about the fake hair? See, the people who produce the fake hair, that these idiots buy the hair from them. See, the dark arts and stuff on that, they practicing this evil stuff, and then they put in these packages and send it out. Yeah. Remember, the Chinese don't like America, so they don't care who get it, whether it's a white woman, black woman, whatever. Y'all women need to keep that in mind, but y'all keep buying this stuff, putting in your hair. You want to take care of them.
Them Chinese nail shops and stuff and all that. You know,
yeah,
they don't really care about us too much. Even though China owns this country, they don't really care about us too much.
Right. And I don't eat Chinese food.
Right. First things foremost is like, where's the like I said, they why do you think they put them in black neighborhoods? They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know exactly what they're doing.
And I like that Boondocks episode. You remember that Boondocks episode with the hair?
Yeah.
That was a good episode right there, man. You know, and they said this right here. He said this hair is made out of chlorophyll, you know, something like that's made in the explosive of a bomb. And he said, man, them bitches don't care about that shit. Just put a warning label on it. All they want is good hair. They don't care about what type of chemical it's made out of.
Oh yeah, I saw that episode. Yeah, I did see that episode.
Yeah. I heard about that episode.
Yeah.
That's Wait a minute. That's how stupid they are, and they mad we not just as stupid or more stupid than they are. That's what that I just realized that.
See, the thing is like this common thing called common sense. And a Boondocks is a little bit of a fortune. It's a little bit of fortune telling, you know.
What common sense? I learned fire was hot when I was a child, but these women
Right?
put this stuff on their head that's potentially flammable, if not explosive. Stupid.
Yeah, because it makes it puts their hair on fleek. Because
Yep.
it makes it look good.
And I heard what it made out of raccoon hair and motherfucking horse hair and all that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that fit because they coons.
Hey, but good for them. They like it. I love it. I want some. They want some. They can have some more of it.
But it's sad though. You know, my mom had such beautiful hair. You know, now she bald. Like I got more hair than that. She like bald. Like, damn, that shit won't grow back. Like it won't. It's starting to grow, but it won't grow like with her potential as she was in grade school or some shit like that. Same thing was my other cousin. Her hair won't grow back. You know, from all them sew-ins, all that pressing and permanent. You know, all them chemicals.
All women got to do is know what to eat, what to treat their hair with, and quit putting that junk in their hair. And all they have to use is a flat iron if they want their hair long.
The thing is like
But they won't.
They don't want to do
Most of
that.
them. They're too lazy and selfish. And if they only, you know, if they won't help from a man to do it, that's one thing. But they won't even treat a man right long enough for them to want to help with that stuff.
See, the relationships. Well, first things foremost, I remember my grandmother had that old fashioned, the tabletop hair dryer. Do you remember? Y'all remember them?
Yeah.
Yep. I sat on them before.
Yeah, the tabletop hair dryers.
Boy, that's so relaxing too.
Oh yeah, but shoot, as a kid, that is relaxing.
Yeah.
It made you want to open it up and sit under it just to relax, you know.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I need. Yeah. I need to find me one of them. They might be an antique. I ain't seen one nowhere. I don't know when. Be honest.
My aunt, the one I don't speak to, she owns a shop. She got those in her shop.
Yep.
Oh, she owned the hair salon.
Yeah, she a barber. She hair salon. She do women hair and she cut men hair too. So yeah.
Note that said salon. A hair salon where multiple people come, because that's where the gossip comes from. That's where the relationship breaking gossip comes from. You know.
Yep. While us men was in the male barber shop talking about the crap.
Right. You know.
That was one of our places traditionally to get away from the women to talk with each other because we knew each other from the neighborhood or from church or wherever. Or from the community.
The bar.
Yeah.
The local bar, the bowling alley.
Yep. Well, the bar and the bowling alley. Now the bar and the bowling alley used to be a place where you could meet a young woman looking for somebody to be with her for good and they'd be happy. Or the movie theater. Now you can't even do that now. It's gone.
And get this, and I'm gonna go in on one more on escape rejection. And this is about the telling people find a good woman at the church. My experience with that is a childhood friend who I thought I knew was up in one of the back rooms in a church, giving some cat dome, giving some cat that neck
in the church.
In the church. So tell me that lie again. Well, where should I find that? Find a decent woman at the library. As long as she quiet, you can get her in the library. Right in the, right, you
But
go to
see, that's
the
kind of like blasphemy though. How can you do that in the church though? And they talk about us. I mean, we sinners. Like, how are you doing that? Having sex in the church, and then
exactly.
they talk about us. About, oh, you're destined for hell. You going to hell, but you're doing it right in the church in front of everybody. Like, come on. If
Hey,
you're gonna
look,
sin them, at least do it outside. You know, in your car or something.
hey, look. I will admit I did my fair share of dirt in the church. But the thing is like I at least did it in the open where everybody could see when I was like, when I pulled out a flask. You know, I pulled out a flask of whiskey in the church. You know, because I saw that message. Like, you know what? I'm since y'all bold enough to do, you're gonna do it in the shadows of the church. I'm gonna do it in the light. You know, I'm gonna do it right in the light of the church, and show you how much of a bunch of hypocrites you are. That's how I got. That's one of the ways. That's how I got kicked out of the church. I got kicked out. I mean, I've been kicked out of the church before, and ain't nothing different for me.
I never got kicked out. I just left and never looked back because there's some things in the Bible that I read that they didn't answer for in church. Like
They don't
about
want
the
to
Christmas.
answer for it. They don't want to answer for it. They're not going to answer for it. And I'm gonna tell you why they're not. They're never going to answer
That's why.
for
And they
That's
praise
why I
shit
put
with mothers in
mine.
church.
it.
The Christmas tree is pagan. These
Yeah,
holidays are pagan. The
Easter,
sin.
the egg shitting rabbit's pagan.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they don't know what it represents, and it really the egg shitting rabbit represents springtime fertility. The goddamn fat fuck in the red suit, the fat fuck in the red suit. That was supposed to be who knows who kids have been naughty or nice. That was a little horror. That was originally a pagan horror story. That if kids act up and don't listen to the parents, they was gonna get eaten by some fat fuck in a red suit. And the red suit's basically the died from the goddamn kid's blood that he ate
So,
throughout the year.
you know, if you change the word Santa and you spell Satan.
No shit. Not surprised. You know, like I said, what else type of holiday should I start? Should I start kicking in the teeth on there
Memorial
And,
Day. What about tomorrow?
tomorrow?
Thanksgiving,
Well,
Halloween.
that for first, the Memorial Day is a government holiday,
Okay.
which in a sense in a pagan is another pagan holiday, but it's a government holiday, and it was supposed to recognize the people that served in World War One, served in conflicts overseas. You know, it's supposed to show some sort of respect to the people. But when you live in a society where they don't respect themselves, how am I supposed to expect to get respect? See me, I literally dress in a way where where people can't tell that I've been in the military on purpose. Let's see. When you said Christmas, you said Thanksgiving Day. That's a holiday. That's called. I mean, you mean Genocide Day? That's just
Mm-hmm.
Genocide Day. Because
Mm-hmm.
you wait for somebody to get fat and sleep and you slit the throat. Halloween, hallowed the hallowed week. You mean the week of the hallowed? Where week of where it was ghost and where it was originally supposed to be a holy day for some pagan, right? Week of hallowed.
Halloween
That
is a devil's holiday.
it was supposed to be a hallowed week for a pagan holiday, but guess what? I guess somewhere dressing up like a chicken and some dude dressing up like a chick or something is supposed to mean something, and somebody acting like impersonating something they know they ain't got no business. But hey,
Right.
it's not like I know anything. I ain't worried about the holiday and passing out candy. That's strange. But yet the I can you see anybody scream Econoline van? You know?
Y'all ever see a woman in church go to the refrigerator? Y'all stand in the kitchen after service or whatever, and this woman go and drink out the bottle that's supposed to be for everybody.
Yeah.
That's another reason I quit going.
Yep.
Nope.
Dr. Pepper of all drinks. Black woman just turn it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, I don't want no Dr. Pepper. I wanted Dr. Pepper. I said, no, I don't want it.
And remember, two guys on each holiday. A woman always wants something.
Yeah.
Always.
Another reason to quit celebrating holidays. And because, well, I'm boycotting these holidays because you paying the oppressors money.
Oh, it's all entertainment to me. I just basically just saying, okay. I just find it entertaining. Hey, look here, I used to go out on Black Friday at the Walmart when the Walmart was open 24/7 and they didn't get their system put together. I used to watch the Black Friday fights. I used to literally watch two people fight over a Tickle Me Elmo doll, and I was like said oh, maybe this chick might rip her shirt up, like this chick is scary. That blouse looks kind of flimsy. I wonder what's gonna happen. That skirt looked like it, you know.
I'm ashamed. If you represent God, you're ashamed to even witness that kind of stuff.
I'm not. I don't represent nobody but myself. I know I'm a terrible Christian. I'm a terrible Muslim. I'm a terrible Jew. I'm whatever religion is. I know that I'm terrible.
And you see, I don't like the preachers either, man, because the preachers so fake.
They government ordained. They government ordained.
Yeah, well, first things foremost, they're screwing the choir. They're screwing most. They're shagging the sheep of the congregation. Most of the deacons are up in there getting their prostates examined. Need I say more?
Let me say this again. The average pastor is government ordained. They're not ordained by Christ. They're not ordained by the Holy Spirit of God. They're blasphemous. And Romans 1:18-32. Part of that, in my version of the Bible, they entertain evil and they encourage others to do it, and they're against people that are upright. And I remember reading somewhere in the Bible where in the last days people will see good as evil and evil as good.
And that's what happening now.
Yeah.
That's what happens now. That's one of the reasons I ain't having kids.
So, brother that's talking to me now, what more proof do you need that the Bible is true? I ask.
Well, they took three books out of the Bible. They took the book of Enoch out of the Bible. I think that talked going more into depth about women and all that.
Let me ask you. Okay, I'm gonna break something down for y'all. God is putting the plagues of Egypt on this country.
Yeah.
Y'all see the natural disasters with the flooding, like, well, in New Mexico and Texas, it was like a tinderbox dry, ready. If you just so much as sneezes, it'll burst into flames.
Yeah.
And then now it's flooded.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Nebraska, last year it was Virginia, Kentucky, and Texas. And part of Texas again this year, but different area of Texas.
Now it's California.
Yeah. And I'm talking about as far as the floods this year. Last year, I think it was flooding out in California last year, but earlier this year in the winter, California got a lot of snow, and it's so bad some roofs was caving in and killing folks and stuff. Now, if that ain't the plagues of Egypt, God said this is the modern day, the daughter of Babylon, the second Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Babylon means confusion, Egypt means bondage. But God is getting ready to get his people that he scattered out of his anger because they were stiff-necked and they broke the covenant and they sinned and they worshiped other God in his land. He's getting ready to gather his people back. That's why all this stuff is going on. Don't be in fear. Just open up and understand what's going on. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what to read. We might not have the time to read it tonight on here, but the Lord is showing me something. I'm not in fear. I go through stuff that have me concerned, like I was telling you, Brother Jordan, that I went through yesterday about my freedom might be in question if these things don't come back clean. You know.
Hey, you want to do it like next Sunday? I'm gonna see if I can start doing some like Bible verses on Sunday.
No, I'm just gonna list some scriptures for everybody to read on their own time, and then it'll be a good idea. We can discuss them later on that later date. But let me list them before I forget. John 3. Okay, I'm gonna start with this one. It's important because this is for anybody because I believe in Jesus and what he said. John 3:16, 2 Chronicles 7:14, Isaiah. I'm just listening for everybody, that's listening that want to go read tonight or whenever they get the free time to read. Please do. This is prophecy I'm talking about here.
You want to put it in a private chat too, right?
No, I'm just gonna verbally, openly read it out loud.
Okay.
It's so much easier for me to read it and then let everybody write it down if they have to. And I won't go too fast. I'll try not to go too fast, but it's a little bit to read. Okay, everybody got John 3:16. All right. Then Isaiah chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. 5 through 6. Okay. Not much more to go. But here's this. There's 2 chapters in Isaiah. 65, 2 whole chapters, 65 and 66. And then one more thing, and it's in Joel. Joel chapter 3. That's all I was going to mention. Right. I got others I can mention, but, 2 more chapters, but they're in Revelation, chapter 1 and 2. That's it. And then pay attention. Read those tonight and pray and pay attention. Okay. Then we can discuss this. You said next Sunday?
Yeah, next Sunday. Let's see if we do like a Bible study.
Well, to honor the Sabbath, Saturday would be best.
Saturday? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. All right. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm a little bit buzzed on this Memorial Day. Sunday, and I'm gonna need to sleep this off.
I'm staying inside tomorrow because they're gonna be acting crazy. So.
Yep.
No, yeah. Me too.
I'm gonna stay inside until I gotta go to my truck.
Well, guess what? You know something? I gotta grab gears and blow smoke tomorrow like any other day.
Yep. Banging the gears and blowing smoke.
Yep. That's the trucker's life, man. That's the trucker's life.
Yep. 10-4.
And I'm gonna get ready to end the stream as well. I am RPD and I am out.
Shalom.
Shalom.